as we go forward from this time, as always, we will more and more come to the point where our religions and our knowledge, collectively, individually, will bring us together, not apart. At times in history, we have had philosophies and religions which have taught us to separate from one another, to hate one another, to fight one another, etc. And sometimes, rightly so, sadly, in order for one group to progress, had to get away from another group that didn't want to progress. And figuring that all out, that's judgment, which we can do individually, collectively. But ultimately, I'm speaking ultimately, where we're headed is a oneness, though retaining individuality. You see, we are individuals, but we are all linked. So we are one, yet separated. So the aim of life is to learn how, though separated, to act as one, or to know where each applies, where to be individuals and give in an individual way, and where to see the oneness and share as one, to learn exactly how to behave. And the way this is done is each individual has to be taught to be an angel. Each individual has to be taught how to be very divine, how to be excellent. And that is what karma and lifetimes are doing to us. Individually, we each have a unique karmic path. Forever. Never does it repeat exactly. We are truly individuals. And we are, as an individual, being raised by the universe through lifetimes to be godlike, to be an angel. I just use that word because it's something we understand, at least in the West. At least the Judeo-Christian Islamic type religions understand this word, angel. In India, it would be, perhaps you'd say, to become a devata, or something like that, to become like a Gandharva, something, a higher being, a being of light, of immense knowledge, a sage, a rishi, but eternal. You could say in India perhaps Nitya Mukta, to become Nitya Mukta instead of Nitya Baddha, to become eternally liberated instead of eternally bound. So, karma, lifetimes, reincarnation, these things are all working together simply to raise the souls to higher consciousness. That is what life is for. That is what's going on. You might think that what is going on is that you're earning money to buy things you want, to have the life you want, to acquire real estate and vehicles and power and savings and a good retirement, a good vacation, whatever it is that you focus on. That may be occupying your mind, and your consciousness may be all wrapped up in those things of your current life, the material side of your current life. But the truth is that there will be much frustration, and ultimately there will be aging, diseases, and death. And all these things are there simply to teach. This place is nothing but a huge school. And just like the dinosaurs, everything here gets wiped out. All things must pass to death and beyond. This is the material world. We are on Earth, a ball of dirt, essentially. A ball of dust, a lot of matter, just matter, energy. We are living beings stuck in energy bodies on an energy planet. That energy we call matter. And all of that is being guided by very precise laws. And we are forced to go along with those laws. And they are raising us. We are complying. We have a lot of objection inside us. We're objecting constantly, individually, to our lives. That is frustration, anger, depression, hopelessness, fear. Those are all forms of objecting and fearing what we don't know, what we can't control. It hurts. Spiritual life is the answer for that. And that's where what we're being brought to is spiritual vision. It's the only answer. To raise our minds, to control our minds, force them to see the truth, to live in the truth, to think the truth, to feel the truth, to share the truth, which is that we are higher than this. We are higher and greater than our fears of material unmanifestation, death. We are higher than that. We are higher than just being lusty creatures full of anxiety and anger and desperation. We are higher than that. As living beings, we are privileged to have great knowing, great consciousness, great ability to control our minds and our senses and our bodies, and to be in the light of our spiritual knowledge. And the more we do that, the more we can share that with each other. The future for everyone, ultimately, is spiritual life. There is no other future to hope for or to go forward towards. Material manifestation has its limitations. And even if it is extremely great, it is made so by the consciousness of living beings. We do try to manifest our spirituality in matter, and we are successful to a great degree. Like the internet is our desire to share with each other, to know each other, to talk to each other, communicate, which is life reaching out to life. Life is born from life, and life likes life, wants to share with itself. That is spirit. The internet is a vehicle for spiritual growth, ultimately, as is everything else. So spiritual life is the aim of life, and it is where we're going. It is where we are being forced to go. But as long as we reject it, that is how long we suffer. So this is the game. The beginning, the end, the all. Spiritual life.